I think that students are not encouraged enough to listen to the tone of the speaker in order to decide the speaker's mood, added to which it will also help their speaking to get the correct intonation. Factor, I want you to listen to the tone of my voice, not only the words, so that you can decide what is the mood of the speaker. I've called you 3 times and you've never called me back. Am I informing you, persuading you, or complaining?
You were very angry, so I guess you were complaining.
You're right. Now I'd like you to listen to another speaker, and this time I'd like you to listen to a woman, and I want you to decide whether she's complaining, persuading, or informing. We're going to use a CD for this.
Okay.
I'm going to be really strict with myself. No more takeaways, no more fast food for lunch, no more snacking on crisps and biscuits between meals. I've got to get a grip on my diet.
Do you really think you can manage that? I know you, and I know how much you like your food. What does your mum think?
Oh, she told me about why fatty foods had nothing to do with weight loss and gain, how it was all about carbohydrates or something. But that's nonsense. Everything's got a calorie count after all.
So Fanta, did you think that the woman was informing, persuading, or complaining?
She was persuading, I think.
Yep, you're absolutely right. Now I'd like you to listen to another person speaking and again decide which of the 3 you think it is. Don't just listen to the words, but also listen to the tone of the voice. That may give you a clue.
The thing for me is not starting and then getting disappointed and giving up too soon. Maybe if you gradually cut out fast food, starting with lunchtime, say, then you could treat yourself at the weekend as a reward for being good.
What did you think it was this time?
So I think this time it was informing.
Absolutely right. Well done. Now, what I'd like you to do is I'd like you to look at these pieces of a reading that are here, and I'd like you to look at them and decide whether they're persuading, informing, or complaining. I'd like you then to read it using the right tone of voice, and I've got to answer the question of whether it's complain, inform, or persuade.
People destroy our woodland every time they walk through the woods and pick wildflowers. A small donation from you can help to protect our native flora. Please make a contribution, to no matter how small.
That was nice intonation that you used with that please. So it was really persuading me, wasn't it?
Yes, it's correct.
Great, good. Now look at the next one, and again think about what tone you need to read this, and then decide whether it's persuade, inform, or complain. And then I'm going to have to decide.
I paid a lot of money for the bundle of football cards, only to find that about a third of them were fakes. If I do not receive a full refund within 7 days, I intend to take this matter further.
Gosh, you sounded really angry. Well done. So you were actually really giving me a big complaint, weren't you? Excellent. So now read the last one.
All local trains on the 1000 line have been cancelled due to a signal failure. For passengers trying to get to Brighton, buses are being arranged. Further details will be announced shortly.
I think that you were in a station and you're probably speaking over the tannoy, informing us what's going to happen.
Yes, it's correct.
Excellent, well done. So adding a fun dimension, perhaps for an end of class activity, you could give the a student a listening passage, get them to think about whether it's persuading, informing or complaining, and then they can read it to the class and the class has to decide which of the three. You can also perhaps add other dimensions to it by perhaps having argue, suggest, lots of different ways that you can do it. But you've heightened the student's awareness of listening to the tone of the voice, not only the words, in order to be able to understand the mood of the speaker.